All right, what's going on YouTube? Appreciate the love and support. This video, I got a story I'm gonna share with you guys, just about how when you're in class 2, no matter where you're at, and this goes for any job, any profession, not just law enforcement, but when you're in class 2, when you're a rookie, when you're starting off, you're gonna be put in situations where you're gonna be asked, sometimes not even asked, to do shit that you just don't want to do, or you have no business doing. It has nothing to do with you, but because you're the new guy, it's gonna fall in your lap. So this is the story I got for it. Hit the like, share, subscribe button to the channel. Let's keep these numbers going up, baby. Let's go. So for this story, we're going back summer 2018. I've been on the force already for about a year and a half. I'm kind of familiar with the boardwalk and Pacific Avenue and everything like that. So it's one night, me and my partner, I don't remember who it was on this night. We're on the beach block of Florida Avenue. Now, I've talked about Florida and Pacific Avenue in multiple videos. We were around the beach block area. Now, the beach blocks, they are the half block in between the boardwalk and Pacific Avenue. So all that shit, we weren't just restricted to the boardwalk. You know, at times we were allowed to just go on the beach blocks, and that's where you kind of got more of that street environment and dealt with more of the street stuff more instead of being on the boardwalk with all the tourists and things like that. So me and my partner were patrolling beach block, Florida Avenue. We get a call, and the call was about a large fight that took place about a block away. Texas Avenue on the boardwalk, right in front of it, like a pizza place on the corner. But the fight, it was making its way onto Pacific Avenue. Now again, I'm like a block away, and this is the thing about law enforcement and about being a class 2 and things like that, because I've said, we didn't have a vehicle. So whenever there were certain calls on the radio, and if you heard certain words over the radio, if you heard a gun, if you heard an officer say, I got somebody running, if you heard large fight, if you heard all the police officers who are working on that ship, they're going to that call. As soon as they hear that shit on the radio, they're making their way for it. They got their vehicles. They could go there, pull up, see if it's something worth being at. They could leave if it's bullshit. If you're a class 2, you're on foot. So you don't know how many times I could be on the boardwalk on one block, and there'll be a large fight 4 blocks away. You think I'm not running? I'm not going to sprint fucking 4 blocks. By the time I get there, I run 4 steps, the fight is over. Or there's a police officer with a vehicle who just pulled up, everything's clear, and you're good. So that was just something you had to deal with. So we hear about this fight. We start making our way. We get on Pacific Avenue. We're right in front of that store, right in front of that corner store, the DUI store, all that shit, the corner store, Pacific Avenue. And there's a large crowd of people. Nobody's physically fighting. There's no brawl going on, but there's a lot of verbal screaming. There's a lot of fuck yous. There's a lot of talking shit. People are drunk. There's a lot of people, a lot of shit going on. So we're walking up to the crowd. Multiple police officers, full-time guys. Some of the class 2s who were nearby, whether they were on the boardwalk, they were on Pacific Avenue in their cars. They came to the scene, and everybody was just kind of trying to separate and try to see what was going on. Now, I'm kind of just chilling back, because I wasn't the first one there. I wasn't talking to, I wasn't getting information from anybody. I wasn't talking, I was just kind of just standing by, making sure what was going on. Pretty much the fight started on the boardwalk with a bunch of dudes. They were from Brooklyn. Said something to a lady who was from like Connecticut or some shit like that, and her husband was there, and their friends got involved, and a bunch of bullshit going back and forth, back and forth. That's all it was. I don't know if they was hitting on the lady, or they said something, dude got offended, and they ended up, whatever. So I'm just standing back chilling. Things are getting a little hectic, getting loud, and you got one dude screaming, yo, I'm from Brooklyn, bro. Before I continue, I need to figure something out. Because I heard that shit a lot, and it's kind of like, I never understood people, especially from Brooklyn, because you get it a lot. You saying where you're from prior to you getting into a fight. What the fuck does that mean? What's that got to do with anything? And I would hear that shit all the time. I would hear Brooklyn, and I had somebody from Newark doing the boardwalk. said something. I forget what it was. But me and him started going back and forth. And he started telling me, yo, I'm from Newark, bro. I'm from Newark, blah, blah, blah. Like, and I'm looking at him like, nigga, what the fuck? I'm looking up. I see the seagulls in the air. I'm looking up to my right. I see the beach. I'm looking to the ground. I see the boardwalk. I'm like, bro, you in Atlantic City right now. What the fuck? Like, I never understood that. Stop doing that shit. While everybody's screaming, people start calming down. They're giving the information to other officers who were there. Again, I have nothing to do with this shit. I'm literally just there just to be back up, and just because my sergeant comes by, he's gonna be like, yo, this is technically your area. How come we not? So I'm here. Like, I'm doing my shit. I'm just not, it's not my call. It's nothing to do with me. It was a full-time guy. He was taking everybody's information. So it's pretty much like, yo, you get the information, you're gonna take that information, it's in your notepad and your handwriting. You're gonna go do the report at some point, at some time, take care of that shit. I'm like, so I'm standing around. Some police officers, some full-time guys, they start leaving because, again, like I said, after a while, once they realize this ain't nothing, it's a bunch of bullshit, it's already taken care of, they're gonna leave, get in their car, go back doing whatever they were doing. So we're stuck there. Because again, this is our area, class 2, that you're stuck there. Full-time guy, he gets all the information, looks around, and he gives me his notepad. Like, he takes the paper out and he passes me the paper. He's like, here you go. Turns around, walks away, gets in his car, and I'm like, what the I'm like looking at him like, I said, I'm not doing this shit. No, I said to him, I gave it to like another class 2. I didn't do that report. I didn't do that shit. I'm like, how the fuck you want me to do a report? This has nothing to do with me. I'm not gonna sit there and make some shit up like I didn't talk to this dude. I'm not gonna sit here like, I don't know what the, like, fuck that shit. I found another class 2 to do it. They took care of that shit because, like I said, there were some guys, they just did that type of shit for experience and practice. But for me, I was like, I'll do that shit another time. Practice.
We're talking about practice, man.
I'm not doing that shit. There's a lot of examples like that, whereas, like, again, if you're a class 2, you're a rookie, starting off, yo, you take care of this shit. Yo, talk to that guy. I'm good. I'm watching you. I'll be right here. Just go talk to that guy. Go get that information. Go do the report. Go do everything, and then appreciate the love, baby. Catch you on the next one. Peace.